Hi, and welcome back, and welcome to our lobby again. So when I was speaking with Stoyan, who had like a morning sessions with the companies from creative industries, I was so excited that I said, okay, this could not be like a privilege only for Stoyan. So I want to host on these companies also because, he was such a, he was so impressed about the creative, passion and ideas. So yeah, I welcome them in the lobby studio. So what will happen in the next 30 minutes, we'll have interesting chats and talks with 5 really super great creative companies from CZK centers. So no hesitation anymore. Let's go to the first company, to Spela and Vasya. Spela and Vasya, welcome to the Podim DX studio. How
Thank
are you
you.
feeling?
Thank you. Hi.
Hi.
Oh, great. We're so happy to be here.
Great. Yeah, it's nice to be here. Thank you.
Are you enjoying the conference?
Yes.
Yeah, it's nice. We're actually not that digital, so we're looking our way around, but it all looks really great. It's all really well planned.
Yes.
So tell us, Spela and Vasya, what you do, what is your product?
Our product is, it's actually a service, but it's an experience and a product for the consumer, that is. But it's actually a paint and sip concept. It comes from the United States, and it's been there for around more than 10 years, actually.
Yes.
And it's a constantly growing business model. But here in Slovenia and also the whole Europe, it's a quite new concept. Nobody has done it here in Slovenia yet.
Yes.
So we wanted to bring it here. It's actually a painting party with a brush in one hand and a drink in the other, made for people who haven't painted since high school, and they can make a painting in 2 hours and a half while drinking a glass of wine.
Yeah,
Interesting. I believe you have a presentation ready, so I suggest that we jump to your presentation. So I'm not like a super visual person, so I think I'll,
You'll need the
presentation will be
presentation.
better.
Yeah, we're actually sharing the screen right now. So should it be?
Yeah, we see it.
Ah, you see it. Okay, great.
Yes, good, great.
So yeah, that's 2 photos of what's actually going on. The 2 main things. So drinking responsibly and painting.
And painting, yes.
And having fun, of course.
Actually, you get everything. You get canvas, you get paint, you get brushes, and you get
all the instructions and
all
entertainment.
The instructions,
all you have to do is just come with a friend or by yourself, and spend an evening like no other.
Yeah. So the point is that you come and relax and paint something. Maybe you didn't paint since school. Yes.
Great, interesting idea, Spela. Since we can't really see you really good because you are cropped out of the picture, so Spela,
really?
can you yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Okay,
one or another. So there's only room for one on the picture, so you have to figure out a way. So just to understand, so these painting parties. Are these, supposed to be, happening all alive? So all the people should be at once in one place, and then you send them some sort of instructions for the painting and also for the, responsible drinking, or how does this look like in practice?
Well, in the normal world, without COVID, it actually takes place in a bar usually, but not. It's not only in bars. It can be any space, actually. And someday we hope to have our own space. But yeah, it's set in a bar. It lasts 2 hours and a half. And what did I want?
Yeah, it's 2 main break.
2 breaks.
10 to 15 minutes.
And tell us, what kind of instructions did those people on the picture receive? Because they painted pretty much similar pictures, so they're all amazing, right? It's like something that I could not paint in like 2 years, but So what kind of instructions did I get? So describe the picture. So what happened here? What kind of wines did I get? Is the picture and the wine, is this like something that goes hand in hand? So does this match is like a topic or a theme? So how does this work actually?
It's magic wine that makes you paint. No, it's actually the painting behind me. If you can see it, or maybe not right now. Okay, you can't. Doesn't matter. Okay, the painting here on the screen, as you can see, we present to you a painting. It's a painting of the night of that event,
Yes.
and all of the participants get to paint this painting. You get step-by-step instructions that are really easy to follow, so that everyone can paint it. But of course, we let people go their own way, use different colors, different everything. They don't even need to paint that if they don't want to. But yeah, so they reserve the event in advance, and they look at which painting they would like to paint. So if you like lilies, you sign up for that painting on the screen, and you make it.
And if you are worried that you can paint this in 2 years, you can try this Saturday with these lemons. It's very easy. You can join us. You can go to www.artyparty.si and sign up. You're welcome. It's
Thank you very
really
much.
easy.
Interesting name. What does this mean, Arty Party? Arty, like arty party?
Yes, exactly. It's just a funny name we've come up with. Actually, the whole story was that we really wanted to work together. And then one night, I saw randomly on Instagram the paint and sip industry. I haven't heard of it before. I showed Vasya, and then maybe a month later, we just decided to buy the domain and
Yes.
just came up with the name like in a few minutes. Actually, it was really like Arty Party. It was funny, and we just did it. And
Yes.
and our logo came up in a matter of minutes. So
Everything went
Fantastic.
very spontaneously. I mean,
yeah, so
yes.
there's no real, I don't know, behind it, the logo
Yeah.
and everything. It's funny. Arty Party. It goes well together.
Yeah, it's super simple, super catchy. I like it very much. I will see, I'll definitely check your website and see if I can join you on Sunday or Saturday. Saturday, you said, right?
Yes, it's mostly Saturdays. So since
Saturday.
November, we've pivoted the idea online. So for now, you can join us online every weekend. But when the restrictions are off,
Yeah.
then we'll start our events in person.
We see each other in person. So Spela and Vasya, all the best luck with your Arty Party idea. Move on. It's super great, interesting, and hope to see you in person and paint some interesting lemons and flowers together. Thank you very much for
Yes,
your
exactly.
presentation.
Thank you.
and,
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so we have from Arty Party, we go to Nina Maloverch. Nina, hi and welcome to our lobby studio.
There.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Very
Great
much.
to be here.
So tell me, what exciting project do you have to present?
So my project is the unknown bowl. The bowl that's the size of your full but not overly stretched stomach. So you always know how much pasta to put on your plate. So you will feel satiated, but your stomach won't stretch beyond healthy limits.
So how did you came up on this idea about this product? It's really, interesting. Of course, we all have, we all feel this pain, overeating, maybe eating too much, right? So it's basically like super obvious problem, but the solution is kind of unique, right? So where did you get the idea?
There's a true story. While I was studying, I was all into healthy food, healthy eating, and I loved porridge. I ate porridge for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner. After all, it's really healthy, it's warm, everything one would desire. But after a few months, I found out that my boobs grew bigger. Wow, I was really excited. But you know what? Everything else grew bigger as well. So I had to come up with a solution. And since I'm a product designer, I do products. And so I obviously took the size of the stomach and translated it to this nice bowl, and the rest is history.
And if I'm not mistaken, also, if you show this bowl up a little bit into the camera so we can see it, it's also kind of in a shape of a stomach, right? So approximately.
Yeah, precisely. It's the shape of a stomach, and it's the size of your full stomach. Because when your stomach is empty, it's just the size of your fist. But when the food comes in, it stretches. And did you know that it actually stretches up to 3 liters, and that's a lot. But hey, with this size, it will keep its healthy size of 700 milliliters.
Okay, so now I know where this, beer belly expression comes from, because...
Oh, well, there's another fact I can share with you, because, yeah, my users, they keep on asking, oh, does this mean that I can drink this much beer? And the good news is actually, you can drink more beer than that, because all the liquids go straight through your stomach and don't stretch it. Only food stretches it. So you can drink more beer than that. But it will do harm in other places, not in your stomach. So.
Yeah. Just maybe a last question. So, Nina, is this product already on the market? Can we buy it? And does it come in different sizes? So, I have a stomach of, I don't know what size. Maybe I don't want to know. But so tell me a little bit about that.
So the size of men and women's stomach in adults is the same. It's 700 milliliters, unless the stomachs aren't stretched. And these bowls can be bought online at omnom.eu. So they come in one size. Now we are developing children's sizes as well, because we are all aware that obesity in children is increasing. So watch this space for more updates. But at the moment, we have just the adult size.
Fantastic. All the best with your product. It's also a great cause. It helps a really serious problem of our society. So the obesity, as you mentioned, and overeating. So exciting product, great solution. Thanks you very much. All the best. And hope to see you again in person.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hi, Daria.
Hello.
So Daria Malešić is with us. Flowy, I think is to do something with a fluid, right? If I'm not mistaken. What exciting products are you selling?
Sorry, I could not hear you.
So what is your product? So Flowy, what is Flowy?
Okay, first it's flow. Flow, it's kind of, river flows, water flows, and it's the project that cares about water. So Flow is a brand, ethical fashion brand that makes accessories and sustainable accessories. And the first one is actually water bottle accessory. It's made out of wicker. It's local material, local craft, local production, local know-how, everything. It's sustainable. I cooperate with craftsmen that live close by, that are all special. I mean, everyone is specialized in their own craft. For example, I use some examples. This one is made out of corn leaves. Corn leaf is actually a byproduct. So corn husk we use for agriculture. So it's sort of waste, no? So we are reusing the waste. The next one is straw. And this is straw. Rice straw, and it's also a byproduct of agricultural waste. So another basically waste which is very well used. And the third one is willow. This is the willow.
Really nice.
Yeah. So we use all these natural local materials to make this kind of particular product. So the first one that we made is this kind of accessory that you can carry around with you when you
right, we can see your presentation. Feel free to start and show it. So first one is the bottle holder and the bottle. So as such, what else do you have in the pipeline? Let's see your presentation. Looks interesting.
That's okay. I think I'm sharing the screen. So
you can just maybe move with the mouse to the next slide because we see it.
Oh.
Or you can tell us.
Sorry. Okay,
yeah, no problem.
Should be okay now. Yeah, so basically, this is the first product we are using. I mean, the first product is water bottle product, and it's in these different materials, and we are planning to do more products, all based on these kind of sustainable principles. No? So it's made locally, used local material. And it's easy to recycle or to compost. Yeah, our plan is to make bigger portfolio of products, of course, but we started with the first one. First of all, is because me as a designer, I'm cooperating with craftspeople. It's not the knowledge that I possess; it's the knowledge that we share. So to understand the material, we are kind of testing the water. So that was these are the first products. And so now that we understand the language, we can produce some more interesting things.
And can you already tell us now what are these more interesting things that will follow?
Well, I mean, since I'm coming from fashion background, in fact, I was working for many years in luxury fashion industry. I'm planning to introduce more accessories and sustainable accessories, let's say, that will lead to, that will be part of ethical fashion market. Also clothes my follow as well. So roughly, this is the rough part.
Maybe you just browse through the slides a little bit since we have another minute to share. Some exciting new pictures, but yeah, great.
So this is corn straw, and basically all, so as we saw, this one is straw, rice straw, willow. Then we have natural. These are all natural colors. So depend of the corn, of the color of the leaves. Then this is kind of natural tones that you get.
Where can we buy these beautiful products?
So at the moment, I'm selling them in Ljubljana, 3 shops in Ljubljana, Slovenia, and one is Museum Mao, one is in Trubarjeva. I'm not sure if these details are necessary at the moment, but next week we are having a showroom, temporary showroom in Berlin, Bikini Berlin. And 3 days of Berlin is going to be, the bottles are going to be available there.
Really great product. And also, I like the idea about the sustainability, connection with craftsmanship, and also, with basically with Slovenian kind of cultural tradition, because all of these, products are also connected with our tradition of really old products. So congrats on that. Maybe just to share with us in one sentence, what are your goals for this year, business-oriented goals? So what do you want to achieve? So you're already basically internationally present.
We kind of tested the water already, because we have this international exhibition planned this year ahead, being part of Center of Creativity exhibition, Future of Living. And so we plan to improve our communication, digital communication, and the product as well. needs to have some kind of minor changes. Also, to position properly in the market. So we have this price and target fit. This is important, and our plan is to basically to sell 700 bottles. This is our plan by the end of the year. It's all handmade, so we have sort of limited production at the moment, but we will expand.
Fantastic. I keep fingers crossed for achieving all of your goals. And if you are, since you're at the, testing and finding the right niche of the market, I recommend you a workshop today at 6 o'clock together with Anusha Nia and Maya Voyer on the customer segment experimentation. So it's a great workshop for you since you are tapping into the foreign markets. I think it will be really, really useful for you. And congrats with already what you achieved. Not only it's like a really pleasant for eyes, but I think it's also has a great business perspective. So all the best in the future. And thanks for being our guest in the Lobby Studio.
Thank you.
So moving to Bor Punkeršić. Hi, Bor. How are you?
Hey. Yeah, pretty pleasant. Thank you.
All right, great to have you here in Podim DX Lobby. Tell us, what exciting things are you developing?
Well, the thing that brings me here today is obviously the La Mancha light, which is a high-end luxury designer product. Part lamp, part artwork light installation. Yeah, please do.
So I just wanted to ask if you have some slides for us to share so we can see this beautiful creation. Please proceed.
Well, it should already be shared.
It is.
Okay, yeah. So, well, it's here is just the image because the other presentation is all on a timer, so it wouldn't make much sense to put it on here. But yeah, as you can see, it's a very sleek, elegant, simple design because the aim was to make something that's timeless, not trendy, not temporary, but something that has a refined, kind of distilled character that you could place into any environment and it would still work. Partially because with its mirror finish, it reflects back the colors of the surroundings, but also because these arc forms are somehow archetypes. So they don't come in and out of style. They're forever.
So how big is this light? Because I don't have really good feeling. How high is this light which we are looking at right now?
The larger arc tops out at 2 meters and the lower at 1.5 meters. So it's like all in all, it's about 1.5 by 1.5 meter. It's a big thing.
Great. So
yeah.
I don't see it. I mean, it's a really interesting shape you have with this double arc, but I can hardly see any stand. So how does this light stands on the floor?
Well, let's put it this way. If you will permit me to just stop the share now and show you an animation, then I think that should clear things up a little bit.
I'm really interested. What was the inspiration behind this double arc light?
Oh, as I have already mentioned in the previous in the page, basically this the whole thing just kind of appeared in my head. already designed down to the last detail. So let's see if this works. Can you see the animation?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
And how many of your creations appeared in your head in the past, right?
Many. It's not an uncommon occurrence. So I'm going to just try this one more time. Is it running now?
Not at the moment.
No, it says...
just a few seconds. Just wait a few seconds. We'll have the picture. Just our technician needs to put it on the screen. So just do what you did and just wait for a few seconds. And then we will see it.
Okay.
Okay, wait a few seconds. Okay, you can play it. Go ahead.
So this should give you an idea of the size. And hopefully this...
Can we already buy this beautiful lamp? And what are your, let's say, sales plans for this year? So more maybe from this business side of your business.
Well, we are currently in the prototype development stage. So you can't buy it now. You can pre-order it if you want to, but we don't expect to start production until spring next year.
All right, and what about the plans and the price range?
Oh yeah, the price is already set. As I already mentioned, it's sort of a luxury design product. So the price, regardless of the customization or the finish options that you might choose, because this is sort of the standard model, but finishes can also be customized. But the price is kind of fixed at 10,000 euro per piece. There will only be 10 per year made, at least in the first year. We might scale it up gradually to 50 eventually, but there will never be more than 2020 produced. That's kind of the fixed limit.
Fantastic. So I wish you all the best more with your beautiful product. And
thank you.
We see each other in the future. Thanks very much for being our guest in Podim DX Lobby Studio. And
thank you for having me.
Moving to our last group of interesting creative people, we'll have Simon, Lynn, and Jakob from Kocha. Simon, Lynn, and Jakob will appear in a moment. So I feel so inspired. I mean, after seeing all these beautiful products. Hi, Simon, Lynn, and Jakob, and welcome to Podim DX Studio. You are the faces behind Kocha product. Tell us a little bit about what Kocha is. It sounds like a kocha, which means like a cottage. Yeah, exactly. Tell me about what is Kocha actually. Simon.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so Kocha is a micro cabin platform. It enables landowners to, landowners in the countryside who have vacant land, such as farmers and such, to monetize their land better by kind of partnering up with us. So we can set up a micro cabin or more micro cabins, which we rent out to tourists. We take care of the more kind of difficult stuff. So we have a company set up, so they don't have to have a company of their own. They just kind of act as hosts and maintain the basics of the house and the environment. And we rent out the cabin, and they get a commission on that. So
do you have any pictures of this cabin you're developing and renting out?
No, it's still in development. We're in the kind of ideation phase here. We're just going into prototyping now. So yeah, it's still early for that.
And you take care. So you reach an agreement and you search for interesting location. Then you reach an agreement with the owner of the landowner. Then you set up the house, so the cabin, and then you offer this on a market. So is this the model you're developing?
Yes, it's like this. So yeah, as you said, I think you got it.
Which locations do you think are most appealing or most interesting for tourists?
Well, this is not intended for locations that are mainstream tourist locations, such as maybe Bled or things like that. Though this is for locations that are not highly developed in terms of, for example, having a big glamping or camping site. Like this is more for maybe less developed regions, or just for people who want something different, who want a more authentic experience in basically on some farm or something like that. Not to have like a retreat from also the touristy places, not just from the city.
Interesting. So you're a group of 3 people, Simon and Jakob. Maybe you can also explain us a little bit about the background. Where did the inspiration come from for this? Basically, it's a service, a product and service.
Yes, we started first with containers, and then we saw that the initial costs are too high and it's not so sustainable as first we thought that it will be. So then we moved on and we thought about this platform or service, and we pursued that idea, and that's the result for now.
Okay, what is the timeline? So you said that you're like in the prototyping phase, developing, pivoting. So when can we expect for Kocha to be, online, up and running? When can we start renting and getting in all of these interesting locations for you, retreats, vacations?
We hope that in 1 year we'll have a prototype or pilot project, so we can test if everything works as we thought it will, and then we'll expand.
Fantastic. Simon, a few words maybe from your side. You're the third pillar of this Kocha house. Your take on what are the key challenges that are in front of you and how will you tackle them?
Right now we are also looking for investors, of course, because we need some beginning capital. So right now we're trying to know as much people, to get to know as much people as we can, and to test it out on the field, the business idea, and to talk with as much people as we can, to get as much feedback as we can, because we invested a lot of time into pivoting the initial business idea, and we actually tried to also to adopt it to specific measures that the initial investment would be big enough that we could tackle with it. So I think from this evolution that went from the container to the small little wooden house, I think it's the proper size that we can manage it quite well. So right now we're trying to get this first initial money to start building the MVP, and then to make a pilot project on a specific location. So we're also looking for the first person that would actually be up for it.
What kind of investment? What is the size of investment you are looking for? Do you have already some really exact numbers, amounts that you're looking for?
I think it would be good to have like as much as we could get, but I think several $1,000 would be nice. So I think a goal for now is 50,000 euros.
Right.
That would cover the first pilot project.
There are also a lot of investors here on Podim, so make sure you use all the resources, the Podim Identify app to ping all the investors, try to present them, share some of your pictures and plans in the activity stream so people can see you, what you're doing, and since you are in this really kind of also sustainability and circular economy field, I think you are on the right track to lift this project. So thank you very much for being our guests in the studio. Wish you all the best with Kocha. Hopefully, as soon as possible, the platform and the cabin gets live, so we can use it. I'm sure that there's a lot of people that will use your service. So all the best and see you around.
Thank you.
So this was 5 interesting projects from Center for Creative Industries, Center for Creativity from Slovenia, all different from each other, but all super interesting. So thanks again for joining us in Lobby program. This is for now. I suggest you plug in to the other studios where a lot of interesting sessions are still going on, and see each other later. Bye.